What kind of clicked defensively after that timeout in the third quarter? They obviously had the big lead at half. They start with a 13-3 run to go up 26. And from there, they scored 30 points the rest of the way. So what happened? I know it wasn't just a timeout, but kind of what did happen, I guess.
I think guys just played harder. I think there was more urgency defensively to make them stop. We started switching, guarding better, rebounding the ball. We were just making them make tough shots, like early in the first quarter. In the second quarter, they get a lot of transition points out of turnovers. They were just feeling comfortable in every switch. They were stepping behind, shooting a three. They were just comfortable. I feel like from the third quarter after the timeout, we made them feel that comfortable. Made them go one-on-one, because when you switch, now you got to play one-on-one. And we were guarding. Like, guys were moving their feet. Guys was being physical. And going the other way, we were just playing basketball. Making the right play, not trying to do it on your own. When the open pass is there, make the right pass, and you just hope that the shot goes in. But at the end of the day, like, sometimes we just make it tough on ourselves. Don't get me wrong, I think Portland is a very good team, young team, play hard, great defenders, play the right way, but we just make it tough. Like, we can start the game like that. We should not be down 26 and then try to come and win the game. That takes, a toll on your body. But at the end of the day, I'm happy that we were able to win. I'm extremely proud of the guys that played, kept their head up. Tanan said something very, very important. It doesn't matter about win or lose. It's about being able to, hold your head high. Like, be prideful that you're able to play a game. And I think that with me resonate a lot. And he was 100% right. Like, at the end of the day, like, no matter if it goes our way or doesn't go our way, like, sometimes we put our head down too much and we just get deeper and deeper in the hole. Like, at the end of the day, we have the opportunity to go out there and chase and come back to the game and be proud of that. That you have that opportunity to do that. And I feel like guys just went out and just started playing harder, and we obviously made a couple shots. No, I'm extremely proud of the group tonight. Coming back for the game. Usually games like this, we don't come back. We've done it twice. We did it against Dallas. We did it tonight. So I'm extremely proud that we no matter if we face adversity. And actually, we did it against Boston also. No matter if we face adversity, we always have a chance to come back and win the game. That's a good habit that we're building now.
Have you been able to pinpoint why, though, it's maybe not there always at the beginning, where you've fallen into these and it takes falling down by these deficits?
No, I wish I knew. If I knew a way to start like that from the beginning of the game, we'll start like that from the beginning of the game. It's basketball, it's human nature, it's luck, it's basketball gods, it's everything, comes in place. But at the end of the day now, what I know is that we were able to do something like this. So now you got to keep yourself accountable, to not be down 26, to be able to make the other team call the first time out, to come out in the first 5 minutes and assert yourself to the game. Like, now I know that as a team we can do that, and I hold myself and the teammates, coaching staff, everybody in a high standard that, hey man, like, next time when the game starts, like, we should start right away. But sometimes it's not going to go away. I understand that.
Can you just walk me through the tip-in that you had late to take the lead? It just kind of seems like a messy play on the offensive rebound and being able to find it.
What was the play? Okay, yeah. Misdirection. Threw the ball back to Dame. High pick and roll with me and Dame. Dame coming out of the screen. Portland is a team that's going to switch. That gives me opportunity to go in front of the rim, kind of dive all the way to kind of force the switch. At the end of the day, you know, Dame in those situations, he's going to try to get to his spot and do what he does, which is take us home. I think he shot a shot, then missed, then almost got the ball back. Then they deflected from his hand. Then I got the ball. I was about to go up. Then the guy hit it out of my hand. Then Bobby got the ball, and he was about to go dunk it, and it slipped out of his hand. And then I got the ball, and I just tipped it in. That's what I remember. I don't know if it was like that, but.
And then just when you get switched on to Malcolm, obviously someone that you know well, but just kind of what are you thinking, where you want to send him, how you want to try to defend that?
You want to send him left. He's a hard right driver. Goes all the way, kind of bait you that he's going to go left and then goes quick to his right. Now I knew that, but it's kind of a shaky play because I want to contest the shot. You know, because you don't want to. I think we're up 2 at that point, right? You want to contest the shot if he shoots a 3 because he's a great shooter, but at the same time, you don't want to give him so much space to drive to the hoop. And when he drives to the hoop, has a great touch. You can foul him easily, you know. So I'm happy that God blessed me with length, and I was able to get my fingers in the ball and get the block. But at the end of the day, I knew that he wanted to go right. But thank God I had great timing and I was able to deflect the shot.
Just Bobby had that missed dunk there in the third quarter. Then he really seemed to try to spark there for you early in the fourth during that comeback. Just how big was he during that charge initially in the fourth quarter there?
Just Bobby bringing energy to the game. It's great. And his ability to be able to space the floor is big for us, and his ability to keep on shooting the ball even though, he missed the first couple, and he still have confidence to take the big ones. For me, that's big. He played not only offensively but defensively. He played with a lot of energy. When Bobby's in the game, we can switch the game, we can muck up the game a little bit and just make it tough for them. But again, after out of the pass, he was able to get a 3, and then in transition we came back, then he made the other 3, and then I think that's kind of sparked the game. Like, I think we were within 3, we were down 3 at the time, but like you kind of knew, you had that sense that this game is ours, and Bobby helped a lot, not just this game, in a lot of games I've played with him, like his energy that he brings to this team, and the swag and all the confidence, the way he plays. He makes the team want to play harder, and I'm happy that he's our teammate.
Giannis, as you guys prepare for Miami on Tuesday, obviously a big game because of the in-season tournament, but then also in Miami, that atmosphere and everything, and just kind of the rivalry that sits there. What's your mindset going into that game, and how much is the current momentum and the things that you've learned about this team recently, how much does that help you as you go into Miami?
When you go to Miami, it's always going to be a tough game. They play hard. They're going to give you everything they have. But at the end of the day, I just try to focus in things that I can control, try to prep my body, prep my mind, and hopefully we watch the tape and we are ready as a team to face them. Now, if it's a big game, if it's a finals game, if it's a playoff game, in-season tournament game, regular season game, there's so many names that you can call it. At the end of the day, it's a game. There's no difference. Like, people put more expectations and make the environment heavy when you try to play big against a good team. But at the end of the day, just try to go out there, do what we do. Hopefully, we don't get down 26 against Miami, because I don't know if we're able to come back from that. Play good basketball, move the ball, defend, the way we defended in the second half, and hopefully we can have a chance to win the game. Obviously, as I said, Miami is a very, very, very good team. They know how to play the right way. They've been together for a long time. They have a lot of, firepower. People that can score, from Jimmy, Tyler Hero, Duncan, Bam, like all of those guys that can come and at any given night can go off. You got to be prepared when you play a team like Miami, and hopefully we are ready to play that game.
Giannis, this is the second game you and over here. You and Dame have scored 30-plus points. You've talked a lot about this season about you and Dame trying to figure out how to play together. How do you think this game can be a building block for you for the rest of the season between you two?
I don't know. At the end of the day, like, as the game, I've said this multiple times, as the season move on forward, we're going to figure out ways to, play with one another, even, be more effective, be more efficient with one another, know one another's spots. But at the end of the day, I feel like we are getting to that point. We are really getting to that point. Like, I know, like me as a teammate, I understand the time that he needs the ball. You gotta give him the ball, man. You gotta get out of his way. Like especially when it comes down to the last 8 minutes of the game, that's where he thrives the most. And you kind of like 5-10 games ago, I didn't know that, and now I understand. I know who I'm dealing with, and as I move on forward, I pick up on other things. The same way that, for example, when he gets a rebound and I'm ahead of him, he's used to like bring the ball up, for example. Yeah, but between 3-3, I believe one of the most effective players in the league, to make a play for myself, to make a play for a teammate, to create an open shot, to kind of become a threat, So like early in the season, those passes wasn't there. Now, 10 games, 15 games later, the passes are there. So he's picking up on things. So now we're trying to figure out ways to kind of complement one another's game. And I'm happy, like, he can still be Dame and I can still be Giannis. And I know that when both of us can be ourselves and play with high confidence and get to our spots and become a threat in all the spots on the floor, it makes the game easier for our teammates. It puts us in position to win games. But again, as I said, like, it makes the game easier for our teammates, when we are ourselves. Previous game, Brook had 40 points. While Dame and me had 30. I don't think that have ever happened. Like, it makes the game easier. Like, it doesn't matter. One day it's going to be Brook, one day it's going to be Bobby, one day it might be Chris, one day it might be Malik. But at the end of the day, Dame has to be Dame. I have to be me. And as the game goes on, we're going to keep on figuring ourselves out. And the moment we are clicking even in a higher level, it's going to become even more scary and scary as we move on forward.